All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And the sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being the so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halakia from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah with another lesson. And I have an article I want to go into, but I want to grab a couple precepts first because we are living in a matter of fact, we're living in a time of war, man. All these people who are walking around here in a state of oblivion, in a state of being docile and trying to ignore all these things that are taking place in the earth, as if ignoring it is just going to make it go away. You see, like it's some type of like your imagination, like your mind is playing tricks on you. Like, you know, when you was a little kid, your mom's like, imagine it's not there and it's to go away or whatever. This how these people are thinking here in the land of America with this childish way of thinking. When all these signs are playing out right before your eyes. We are living in a time of war, and it's all according to biblical prophecy. It's all according to the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. This is all that we see going on around in this place. But everybody's being so fucking distracted with bread and circuses, you see, and bullshit entertainment to get your dopamine hit. You're not even paying attention to the reality of what's going on around you. You have bridges collapsing. You have signs in the heavens. You have cicadas that are about to emerge from the ground. 13-year cicadas and 17-year cicadas are about to emerge out of the ground. Trillions of cicadas are about to come out of the ground. You have another cargo ship just lost power, so-called lost power in the New York harbor right before it got to the Verrazano Bridge. All these things are not coincidences, man. These are all different things. All these different events are things the Most High said would be coming to pass. The wars and the rumors of wars. You see? There's nothing but tension going on over there between Iran and Israel and Ukraine and Russia. And now, there's an article we're gonna go into. You have what's this guy name? Blinken says Ukraine will become a member of NATO. That's a provocation of war if they do that. When you have the Russians proclaiming that Ukraine belongs to them. What do you think this is going to bring forth? That's going to cause more tensions. You see, it's going to cause more tension between Russia and America. Why are all these different things happening between these different nations? Because we're living in a time of war. While you dumbass Americans are really thinking that you're in peace. But let's go back. Let's get this precept real quick, man. Let me see. Matter of fact, I got to read the first verse first. Ecclesiastes 3:1 it says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." Now you can go through and read this, but I just want to get to the point. Verse 8 says what? A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. There's a time and a season for everything in the earth, and we are in a time of war. You see? And all the nations are going to be dragged into this war. And it's all according to the Most High's will. It's all according to what the Most High said will be coming to pass. You see? According to prophecy. This is not a coincidence, man. And the only ones who have given you the true understanding of what the Almighty God Yahweh is going to do on this earth are his men that have been telling you that America is finished. It's over. There's nothing but hell, chaos, and calamity coming to this place. It's going to be dragged into World War III, and ultimately it's going to be destroyed by way of nuclear missiles, and Russia is going to spearhead it. And these, and this, and this shows us why. Because America continues to poke and prod at Russia as if there's nothing going to be done about it. See, but what you don't understand is the Most High is going to use Russia to spearhead the destruction of America, man. That's what all these different events are going to lead up to. You see? America being completely destroyed by way of nuclear fire. That's what's coming. Let's get Revelation 19:10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy." And this is what we're prophesying of, man. That's why we prophesy so much, because we have the spirit of Yahushua upon us. You see? We're testifying of Yahushua. We're testifying of the things to come according to what's written in these scriptures, man. Giving you the full understanding of the prophecies. Giving you the understanding of why these different things are taking place in the earth, the way we're seeing them. Wars, rumors of wars, signs in the heavens, earthquakes in diverse places. Just had a 4.8 earthquake in New York City. That's a diverse place. Earthquakes rarely happen in New York City. And expect to see more earthquakes happen in weirder places, man. You got volcanoes erupting. All these different things that are happening. Hey, you got the eclipse that's about to happen tomorrow. All these different things that are happening are signs of the times to let us know that the day of the Lord is at hand. You see? All these nations in the spirit of war, it lets us know what time we're in, man. This is not a time of peace or love. There's nothing but war raging in the earth, and it's going to continue to intensify. Chaos is about to be completely unleashed in this earth. And that's all according to biblical prophecy, man. We're telling you these things before they even happen, but everybody's still in that spirit of what? Bread and circuses, being distracted, social media, so forth and so on. Now, ain't nothing wrong with social media. But if that's your end-all, be-all, that's where the problem lies. You see, if you're not paying attention and watching what's happening around you, you see, you're trying to ignore it as if it's not happening, you're going to be swallowed up when these prophecies come to pass. And that's the spirit we've been told not to be in, man. We've been told to watch as well as pray. We've been told to hope for these things. So that's why we keep up what's going on in the news. You see, that's why we're watching the different events that's taking place over there with Israel and Iran, and you know what's going on with America and Russia. We keeping up with these things because they're what? They are key players in biblical prophecy. You see? Let's get Revelation 11:14. It says what? The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. You see, the third war that's coming quickly is World War III. You see? World War III, hey, we're on the brink of it. You see, this is causing more tension between Russia and America. And then when you add in what the state of Israel is doing, you see what the bombing of Iranian consulates. Hey, Iran say they're gonna retaliate. So the U.S. has been on high alert, waiting for their retaliation. These are all different events that's going to lead up to World War III, and we know that those Israelis, the state of Israel, they're going to draw the world into World War III. They're going to be the ones to cause it to fully pop off. Just watch. How do we know this? It's because the Most High has revealed it unto us through the Holy Spirit, you see, through the words of prophecy. You see, the state of Israel, they're going to be the ones to cause World War III to pop off. This tension between America and Russia is going to cause what? Nuclear missiles to be fired. Now let's read a little bit of this article, man, and get some more prophecy, then we'll wrap it up. It says what? Secretary of State Anthony Blinken has just announced that Ukraine will become a member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Blinken made the statement on Thursday, April 4th, to reporters while representatives of the military organization were gathered in Brussels, Belgium, to mark the 75th anniversary of the signing of the North Atlantic Treaty that established the Transatlantic Alliance. Russia Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov describes Russia-Ukraine chaos as one part of wider conflict with the West, because Russia knows that they're fighting a proxy war in Ukraine with America, man. Because who's supplying Ukraine with all the weapons and everything? The U.S. is. That's a proxy war that's going on. Russia knows this. And you think they're just going to ignore this? You see? They're just going to forget about all these things and just let it be swept up under the rug? No. They're waiting for the perfect time to retaliate, and that's going to be when what? The Most High allows these angels. Well, they're already working on the minds of these kings of the East, and they're going to be brought into the fullness of war, man. You see, the U.S. and the state of Israel thinking that they can continue to slap these nations in the face and nothing is going to be done about it, hey, they're sadly mistaken. You see, because according to prophecy, we know these nations are going to retaliate with the fullness of their nuclear arsenals. Because that's how World War III is going to be fought. So all these different things we see the U.S. doing, we see the state of Israel doing, it's all going to lead up to what? World War III popping off. So it goes on to say what? Ukraine will become a member of NATO, said Blinken. Our purpose at the summit is to help build a bridge to that membership and to create a clear pathway for Ukraine moving forward. You see that? And you think Vladimir Putin is going to take this sitting down or laying down or whatever? No, he's not going to allow that shit to happen. And that's going to cause tensions to continue to increase. It says what? We've done a lot of work on that over the last couple of days here in Brussels, he continued. A lot more work to be done between now and the summit, but we will see. I think in the summit, very strong support for Ukraine going forward in this relationship with NATO. So yeah, man. So I don't want to read all this, but you can. Well, look at this. Ukraine joining NATO means U.S. is going to war with Russia, and it's all prophecy. It's all prophecy. Because that's exactly what it's going to lead to. It's going to lead between more tension between the U.S. and Russia. You see that? Let me see. Look at this. It says, well, all 32 current member states of NATO are bound by the North Atlantic Treaty. One of the key provisions of this treaty is Article 5, which states that an armed attack against one NATO member is considered an attack against all members. But the thing is, on the flip side, you got Russia laying claim to all of Ukraine. So what do you think that's gonna cause, man? The world is being drawn into war. Through what? You see, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You see? So yeah, this is what's coming, man. Oh, let's read this last little part right here. It says, well, Article 5 provides that if a NATO ally is the victim of an armed attack, each and every other member of the alliance will consider this act of violence as an armed attack against all members and will take the actions it deems necessary to assist the ally attacked. Reads NATO's explanation of Article 5 on its website. Every participating country agreed that this form of solidarity was at the heart of the North Atlantic Treaty, effectively making Article 5 on collective defense a key component of the alliance. So you see that? You see that? And do you think that Russia's going to just take this line down? No, man. No. So all these different events are leading up to what? A World War III fully popping off. And once again, like we say, like we know, and like it's spoken in prophecy, the state of Israel, they're going to be the ones, you see, to draw the world into this thing, man. Because like it tells us, the leaks of the flock shall draw them out. But that's what's coming. Whoa, hey, the second war is past. Behold, the third war cometh quickly. And how is this going to be fought? You see that? And how is this World War III going to be fought? It tells us in Isaiah 9. And now these same prophecies are still coming out over and over again because what? This is what it's all leading up to. Isaiah 9:5 says what? For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. You see, those ancient battles were fought with what? Sword and shield. You had to get up on your opponent to slay him, to kill him. That's how the ancient battles were fought. It goes on to say what? But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And this is how World War III is going to be fought. With what? Nuclear missiles. You see that? It's going to be fought with nuclear missiles, man. You think it's a coincidence that these nations have been investing in their nuclear arsenals? No, it's not. It's not a coincidence. It's prophecy playing out. This is how the Most High wants it to be. And you proud ass, arrogant Americans, you're really thinking that you stand a chance against Russia, and you don't. You see, Russia has technology far beyond anything that America has, and once again, that's all according to prophecy, because the Most High has ordained Russia. You see, to spearhead the destruction of Babylon the Great America. You see. So that's why he's allowed these Russians to develop what? Hypersonic nuclear missiles, man. Nuclear missiles that can be shot from Russia and get hit to America in less than 15 minutes. The Most High gave those Russians that technology. That wasn't given to the Americans. Why? It's because the Most High is about to use Russia in the spearheading of the destruction of America. That's why. And that's why he's causing the U.S. to poke and prod at Russia so those tensions can be intensified. You see? Because that's where it all leads, and there's no avoiding it. Even Vladimir Putin told you, we've created these weapons to use them. They've been created to be used. You see that? And a lot of these different analysts and a lot of these retired military vets who had high rank, you know, who are really in that world, they're telling you Israel is dragging America into World War III with Russia. You see? Because you got to understand, as it tells us in prophecy, what does it say? Because just like you have NATO trying to add Ukraine to their little treaty or whatever. And according to their Article 5, if any one of their allies is attacked, that means that's an attack on the rest of the allied nations. Hey, Russia could say that same thing. Russia could say that same thing about Iran because Russia is an ally to Iran. And they could say, well, if the state of Israel attacks Iran in any way, whether that be on their land or any of their consulates, you see, like they did in Damascus last week, Russia could say, well, you know what? That's a provocation of war. So everything, no matter where you look, war, you see, is the topic, man. Because that's the spirit that's heavy in the earth right now. Even here in the land of America. Civil war is going to be brewed up here in this place. That's because that's the time we're living in. We are living in a time of war. And you got these dumbass Americans, you see, who are dwelling carelessly, not even paying attention to what the fuck is going on. Now, Ezekiel 38 tells us what? Prophecy about Gog and future invasion of Israel. So we're just going to get the first couple verses of this. So it says what? And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And say, thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And now why is the Most High saying he's against Gog? Why? Because that represents the Russians. Why is the Most High against the Russians? Because at the end of the day, they're still Edomites. You see? And just because the Most High is using Russia to spearhead the destruction of America doesn't mean that the Russians are favored. They're just being used as an instrument to fulfill the Most High's will. That's it. They're Edomites. The Most High hates the Russian Edomites just like he hates every other Edomite on the earth. You see that? They're just being used to fulfill what the Most High said they would do. That's it. Verse 4 goes on to say, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And that's what's happening. Russia is in that warlike spirit now. Even more so, you see, even more so than when they were called the USSR. You see? It says, what now? Will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, which is what? That's Iran. You see? That's the first ally named for Russia. Persian, which are the Iranians. So like I said, just like the U.S. and the West are trying to pull that bullshit of saying Ukraine is a part of NATO, and under Article 5, if you attack Ukraine, that means you attack all the rest of the NATO allies. Hey, Russia can do the same shit with Iran. You see? So no matter how you cut it, man, this World War III is going to be waged. You see? And it's going to be the war to end all wars. But it goes on to say Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, which are African nations. And a few years back, you had Vladimir Putin fly out at least 50 presidents from those, like 50 countries, 50 different African countries. And he showed them a good time, man. It was making all type of weapons deals. You see, making all type of things because what? He's in alliance with those nations. Just like the West has their alliance, Russia has alliances too. They have what they call what? The BRICS nations. You see, the BRICS alliance. You see? Hey, the Most High is putting the teams together, man. You got the West and their allies, you got Russia and their allies, man. And they're about to go at it. It says, hey, call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says what? Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. You see? Gomer and his bands, the house of Togomar, the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. And Turkey, which is also an ally to America right now, but we know and understand they're going to switch sides, and they're going to side with Russia, man. Then eventually, we know according to prophecy that all of the allies of America, they're going to turn against this place. It tells you that in the book of Revelation 17. It tells you that in the book of the book of Obadiah. That all the allies of America, they're going to turn upon this place and shoot missiles upon this place as well, right along with Russia. Because the fate of America is to be taken out by way of nuclear fire, suffering the same fate as Sodom and Gomorrah, with fire and brimstone raining down upon this place. That's how it ends for America, man. That's what all these different events over there in the Middle East, all these different provocations that's going on between these different nations, all this tension that's been built up, it all leads to the ultimate destruction of this land known as America. And that's all according to the Most High's will, man. You see? Verse 7 says what? Ezekiel 38:7. Be thou prepared and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And that's what's going to happen. Just like America is trying to, America and NATO are trying to be a guard onto Ukraine, hey, it's the same thing is about to happen on the flip side with Russia and their allies, man. It's gonna get to that point. Well, all right, if you're doing that with Ukraine, if Israel, if the state of Israel attacks Iran, that's it. Whoo! Call Allah Yahweh Shemi Awashai. Because I feel like that's what, hey, speaking as a man, I feel like that's what's about to happen. They about to pull this shit with NATO and Ukraine, and Russia gonna say, hey, well, guess what? The same thing applies for Iran then, if that's the case. If you attack Iran, that's a provocation of war. It's on. And we already know the state of Israel, they're not gonna stop. So that could very likely happen. You see? But like I said, just speaking as a man, that could very likely be what it's going to be. All right, you want Ukraine to join NATO? All right, cool. Well, if you attack my ally Iran, that's your ass. And we already know the state of Israel, they not going to give a fuck. The state of Israel is like Bishop on juice right now, man. They don't give a fuck about nobody. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about still. Yo, that's what's going on right now. So it's very likely that's how it might play out. But at the end of the day, it's all we know the fucking Israelis, man, they're going to be the ones. You see, they're going to be the ones. But this is what it all leads to, man. And like we know, as it is written in prophecy, one of my favorite ones to go into, Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13, starting at verse 18, it says what? Babylon will fall to the Medes, or America will fall to the Russians. And how is it going to be done? By way of nuclear fire. By missiles being shot upon this place, man. And you see, like I said, this whole thing with Ukraine and the U.S., hey, that's just building more tension between Russia and America, man. So it goes on to say, Isaiah 13 and 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And that's what's happening. The Most High is going to stir up the Medes, the Russians, against this place. You see? And they not going to give a damn about no gold and no silver, man. Ain't going to be no talking up out of this or making no more treaties because America has already broken all the treaties they've made with everyone, even Russia. Hold on, let me see in the article. Was it this article or was it another? It was another article. Going back into how in the 1990s, NATO had proclaimed they wasn't gonna move no further west. You see, I mean, no, I'm sorry, they were gonna move no further east. But look at them now. They spread themselves all the way east into Russia's front yard when they told the Russians they weren't going to do that. So there's nothing that you're going to be able to say to bribe or have them back off or or like try to cool them down or talk them out of it. No, man. Because the Most High is going to put the Spirit upon them and they're going to fulfill the Most High's will. So it goes on to say, verse 18, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. They shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare. And when these Russians shoot these missiles off, they are going to destroy indiscriminately, man. They're not going to give a damn about no man, woman, child, or toddler, or a woman in labor, or, you see, giving birth at that moment. They're not going to give a damn. When these missiles are shot off and they start to pelt the land of America, if you're still here on these soils, man, if you're not a part of that 1/3 that's going to be saved up out of here, you're going to be touched by that fire. And it's not going to be a pleasant experience, man. And once again, just like when the Most High flooded the earth during the time of Noah, you think he gave a damn about babies? You think he gave a damn about it was 2, 3, 4, 5-year-olds running around and shit? Most High didn't give a damn about none of that shit. He flooded all that out. Men, women, and children. As judgment. And the same thing is about to come here to the land of America. This time in the form of fire. In the form of nuclear flames, man. This is what Yahweh Shemi Awashai is about to do. That's what all these different events are leading to. The day that burneth as an oven, man. Hold up. Malachi 4 and 1, it says what? The final admonition. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be as stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. That's the time that's coming, because we just read to you in Isaiah 9 and 5. Go back to it real quick. Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. The ancient battles. Go watch those period pieces, man. 300. Gladiator. Troy. What else? Spartacus. Game of Thrones. You see how those ancient battles were fought? They put the armies in array. They blew the horn. A war cry was let out, and it was on. You see? Intense close quarters combat. That's how all the ancient battles were fought. But it says what? But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. That's how World War III is going to be fought. You see? That's what all this tension being built up in the earth is going to lead to. And America is going to be completely destroyed by way of fire, just like Sodom and Gomorrah before it, man. You see? Whew. Keep thinking it's a fucking joke if you want to. Isaiah 13 and 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, how did the Most High overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah? He rained down fire and brimstone from the heavens. This time it's going to come in the form of nuclear warheads, man. 200 million of them to be exact. You see? Why was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? Because of the wickedness that was going on there. The same reason America is going to be destroyed, because of all the ungodly behavior, and chiefly what you've done to us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in this land. This is your judgment finally coming upon you for all the things that you've done unto us Israelites, man. You see? Now, what is it going to say about America after this fire hits it? Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Once this place is touched by that fire, and it finally dies down, you see, and the smoke is cleared, no one will ever live in this land ever again. No more heathen coming over here setting up shops. No more ramen shops. No more shawarma shops. The Mediterranean spot, the East Indian spot, the Hamite spot. Ain't gonna be no more of that shit going on here in this land, man. This place is gonna become a desolation. You see? A dry land, a wilderness, a curse to be made an example of to the rest of the world of what not to be. You see what happens when you uplift and promote wickedness as if it's the right way. That's what America's about to become. You see? A memorial to the rest of the world of what happens when you rebel against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Verse 21 says what? But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Verse 22, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. And we see all the events, you see, giving us a heads up of where we are on the biblical time, prophetic timeline, letting us know America does not have too much longer left to exist. We are reaching the expiration date. We're reaching the expiration date of this place, and all these different events you see that's going on between America and Russia. All that different shit that the state of Israel is doing over there, fucking with Iran, committing mass genocide. All that's going to lead to the ultimate war being fought on the earth, and America is going to be completely destroyed by way of nuclear fire, and Russia is going to spearhead it. You see that? Russia is going to spearhead it, man. Trust and believers. We're giving you all this through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, and we're telling you what the Most High intends to do on this earth, and it will be done as He has spoken it, man. And so with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, All honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Babal.